Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about a big update following the Imola Grand Prix. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. Now, one of the big talking points from the Imola Grand Prix was the turnaround with Red Bull. As we know, McLaren have been dominating this season, and they especially dominated the Miami Grand Prix. You know, they were just in another league compared to everyone else. And that was thanks to the team's better tyre management. But the tables were turned at Imola on Sunday, as it was Red Bull that held the advantage by being more on top of its tyres. And that sort of came out of nowhere. Yes, Verstappen did have clean air during the Grand Prix. Yes, Red Bull did bring upgrades to the Grand Prix, but we've seen throughout the season McLaren's had a clear advantage when it comes to looking after their tyres, being able to keep their tyre temperatures under control. But all of a sudden, in Imola, Red Bull are the ones with the advantage. So yeah, it was quite crazy that Red Bull were just able to dominate the Grand Prix like that, pretty much out of nowhere, and just had really good pace. Now, it's not clear what has caused this, but fresh intrigue about the cause of the performance swing has opened up, with it emerging that the FIA issued two separate technical directives ahead of the Imola Grand Prix. The race say that the first technical directive relates to the measurement of the skid block materials and the way that some teams had found clever ways to pass the probe tests that measure the depth of the plank after the race. The race said the TD clarified that the type of materials that can be used in the area of the skids, plus how they could be mounted, in a bid to stop teams trying to find ways to run closer to the limit but still pass the minimum depth test. Any team that had been exploiting this area in the past to help run their car lower to the ground would have to lift it up for the Imola race. Now, the second TD did not change the FIA's interpretations of the regulations, but it was instead the publication of a communication between the governing body and Red Bull relating to some questions about devices that could potentially be allowed to help with tyre cooling. And the race said it's understood that the FIA made clear that a host of design ideas relating to the use of water cooling of wheel assemblies and tyres plus other systems would not be allowed. So two very interesting technical directives there coming out ahead of the Imola Grand Prix, but according to the race, from McLaren's perspective, it's absolutely adamant that the TDs had no role at all in what played out at Imola. And the race said regarding McLaren, team insiders are clear that the skid block clarification did not force it to make any changes to its car, nor the way the MCL39 was run, as it felt this TD was potentially aimed at other competitors. Furthermore, on the tyre cooling issue, the FIA has already examined McLaren's wheel assembly and brake system several times, which included a detailed physical inspection after the Miami Grand Prix. At all times, the FIA has declared itself satisfied with what McLaren is doing, with sources suggesting that its concept is clever. This means that it was running at Imola exactly the same way as before. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.